On Sunday afternoon, more precisely June 9, 2018, I was on a road trip with five of my greatest friends: Sophie, Min, Sebastian, Dave, and John. We were heading to Los Angeles when the unexpected happened. We had just finished school and we wanted to spend some quality time together before going back to school again. I knew those guys since I was in kindergarten and we were the closest friends ever. But unfortunately, it all changed during this horrible day. The day started nicely. We had just left Montreal and the excitement was there. It had been only 5 hours since we left and some of my friends were already feeling bored. We decided to take 1 hour break, lunch break, to give me a break from driving, to breathe some fresh air, and to obviously go to the bathroom. I was a bit lost because I'm not the most oriented person in the world, but I was the only one who had her driving lessons, so the responsibility was all me. I still knew that we were close to USA's border, but I didn't know exactly where we were. And there was a little stand aside of the bathroom, which looked like one of those customer service stands, which help people when they're lost, and it was our situation. So we decided to go ask some questions to the lady, which was at the stand. She was a small, old, and really skinny woman, and had those boggling eyes that could frighten rock. We asked her where exactly we were, and it turned out that we were really close to Toronto, exactly 2 miles away, which wasn't that bad. So we decided that we would just keep driving. But the lady told us something weird. She told us that we should find an hotel as soon as possible and that we shouldn't keep driving during the night. So we asked her why, and she just told us, "Trust me, you shouldn't." That was pretty frightening, and we were all concerned about what she just told us. But we just decided that she was probably a lonely and scary woman, so we shouldn't listen to her because she probably just make up all those stories by herself. We really wanted to arrive as soon as possible to LA, and driving during the night would save us a lot of time. Unfortunately, Sophie, one of my friends, was really anxious about what the woman had just told us and thought it was a really good idea to find a close hotel and spend the night there. But my other friends were all agreeing with me to drive during the night. Well, we maybe should have listened to her. As we headed back to the car and kept driving, the sun went down and my friends were all sleeping. I couldn't, so I wasn't. And I wasn't really tired because I couldn't stop thinking of what the old woman had just told us. It was really scaring me. And 2 hours after we head back to the road, I could feel the tiredness coming to me, even though I had drank 3 coffees. And suddenly, I started hearing a weird noise which sounded like a woman scream. I looked back, and it seemed that I wasn't the only one who heard it. My friends woke up as soon as they heard the loud noise. They asked me why I screamed like that, and I told them that it wasn't me. But of course, none of them believed me. 2 minutes later, we heard another scream, which sounded exactly like the previous one, but a lot louder. My friends started panicking because they clearly realized that it wasn't me that was making the noise. At this moment, we started hearing tons of loud and shrill screams, which seemed to come from the same person, when all of a sudden we all clearly saw the shape of a tall, dead-looking woman who was wearing a long white dress standing right in front of us. And it was too late when I realized that I had just hit the woman with the car in full speed. I stopped the car immediately, and when we got off of the car to see if she was okay, the only thing we saw was an empty road with absolutely no trace of a woman on it. It was inexplicable. We clearly felt the sensation to have hit someone. Where did she go? I tried to convince my friends to forget this weird accident, but no one could forget it. When we came back to Montreal, we had almost all forgotten what happened with the ghostly looking woman. I could finally sleep calmly when, on one morning, I woke up and read my daily newspaper to see on the first page, woman in white dress found dead on the middle of a road, location Toronto. Scary, isn't it?